Oh, what you all, hi, it is Cheese. Good day, good afternoon, good evening. Hope all are well, hope all are safe. Okay. Yeah, so it's a lovely day today, beautiful day. We've been graced to see whole new month. Wow, what is it, second or third day into November? Really lovely day. Trying to find out. It's windy too, so excuse the wind and so much background. But definitely a lot of wind. Off these mics. 1 second. Okay, I guess I'll just walk and talk. Excuse the wind. I don't know if I can beat the wind. But these are just some little things that I've noticed, just based off experience and just based off of witnessing other cases and other people. But it's something like, for instance, you'll have friends and families, or pretty much anyone who you're around, colleagues, neighbors, or whoever the case may be. And it seems like when you need something, it's almost like, it's kind of like pulling teeth. And I'm not saying everyone's like this. Let's say, like, okay, you just need something, maybe some change, or maybe something to eat, or just maybe big or small. But you need something. It seems like most of the time you probably won't get the help that you need. For instance, let's just say you fall on hard times, or you lose your job, and maybe you need some lunch money. And I don't know if there's too many people that will break their necks to give you that lunch money, but they will have their ear to the wall on what your outcome will be, you know. So if you get evicted or something, or like if you actually do lose your job, or get divorced or fall on hard times, there'll be so many people sitting back watching and taking notes, and pretty much got their ear to the wall on that. But again, like I say, if you reach out to those same people, damn, can I get $10 for some lunch, or can I get a ride to work? Most of the time it's going to be hell no, especially if you do it in the form of a text. You put it in the form of a text. Would you have $10 I can borrow till Monday? And most of the time you'll be left on red. I only say that because you'll get, mind you, and those are real circumstances. Like they say that you'll know who your friends and families are. You'll know who's really down for you. Let you fall on hard times, or you get locked up, or if you let you be short on some cash, you will find out who's really down for you or not. And I'm not saying that just because someone doesn't help you, that don't mean they're down, because sometimes people, they really want to help you. Like with me, that's exactly how I am. I'll be the type that I would love to save the world, but in reality you cannot do that. That's not possible. But it's one thing to want to help, but it's another thing to just want to be nosy, and like I say, you'll be around to watch someone fall, but you damn sure won't pick them up. I only mention that with the whole young man from Amigos. And it's rumored that he was really the quiet, soft-spoken, private one, which I can believe, because he would be the last Migo. So I guess, most time you do save the best for last. But then again, the last probably don't always get the attention, because it's like, okay, well, you're just the last one, or you're just the least favorite, so to speak, even though that's not necessarily true. But I only say that because if you, even as a fan or even as a stalker, you'd be like, okay, well, I would like to see his house, or I would like to see where he's from, or literally be in his life, to where it's like, okay, I know everything about this young man. Or hell, I would love to see him naked. And that's just something, saying something wild. But just something as wild as that, that's probably hardly hard, or not easy, or you would probably never come across that footage. No matter how much you stalk, or how much you try, or even request and you politely ask him, you probably won't get that footage. But yet the whole world is able to see blood gushing from this young man's head, so it's like stuff like that. That's pretty interesting. How they'll have certain displays and certain images and certain narratives of you, because again, like I say, if I call myself being a fan of his, or just even plain old nosy, or just being a stalker, I probably would never get my hands on a photo, or would never get the opportunity to look at him through the window, to even see him naked, just to say something wild. But notice how I don't have to look far or wide to see him lying dead, bleeding to death on the ground, so. And mind you, I didn't see it. This is just based off hearsay as far as him, because everyone understands, hey, his body's all over social media. You can basically Google it, and I'm sure they'll probably still see his crime scene. But I'm just like, that is so interesting. Then another thing too that I found interesting is the people that cried the loudest, and the people that literally lays into your casket. Those are the 12 times out of 10, those are the reasons why they're dead. Like I say, and I'm not saying this based off hearsay. I'm saying this based off of experience, and based off of what I've seen and heard. The funerals that I have attended, family funerals that I've attended, the loudest ones that's crying, oh Lord, take me instead, Lord, and literally lying in the casket or getting snot all over the deceased clothes. Literally the ones that doing that, all the hollering and where you got to peel them off the ground. Those are the ones where they didn't even call that person, and if they did call them, they called them to pull the plugs on them. Like literally, those are the ones who you're the reason why that person's laying in the casket. But yet we have to rip you out of the casket in order to close the damn casket. Or you'll get the ones where like you haven't called or spoken to this person or fooled with this person in your whole damn life, but yet they have to slam the casket and speed off to the cemetery because you won't shut up at the damn service. This is the shit that I've seen, and I've only said that because I can bring up one more point. Back to the whole, okay, I need $20 for lunch because I just lost my job, or I need a ride to work, you know, because perhaps I'm having car issues. Those people, they won't help you, but they will kill to get their hands on your stuff when you're dead. You know what I'm saying? So let's say like you had like a nice car, or maybe a nice guitar or something. Like I say, these same people that wouldn't give you a ride to work, they will be there to kill the person who had their eye on that guitar of yours, you know? So I only say that because it's like there's too many people in the community and family, friends, and neighbors who are like that. They sit back and watch to see what your outcome is going to be. Won't help you, but they will watch. It's like I said, you need to watch out for people like that. Because these people that are watching you, waiting for your downfall, they're watching you, waiting for your downfall so they can take your place, or they can slide into your damn room or your get your house. You know how many people get pushed down the stairs just so, I always wanted that, the corner house or the corner office. Oh, kill Bill so you can get his office, or kill Bill so you can finally get his wife. You know, you just never know who's down for you, and you'll think these are my family and friends or my neighbors. They would never, like, oh no, you around family, friends, and neighbors, you better you go get your eyes done to make sure you can really see, because that's going to make it more hard. You'll think like, okay, well, I can let my guard down because this is my brother. I can let my guard down. This is my mom, my son, daughter, or my neighbor, whoever the case may be. No. Most of the time, it's going to be, you're going to get betrayed and stabbed in the back by someone who you know, or someone who you were in bed with. Someone basically who you trust, because they're going to know your damn patterns. Oh, well, I know you go to work at 6. I know you'll be off at 5. So therefore, I would know when to cut the damn brake lines. And I'm only saying that because you'll get people, they appear to be down. They appear to scream at the top of their lungs when you're bleeding out. But again, is that a scream of rejoice, you know? So it's kind of like those tears don't necessarily, you get so many people that they can bring on the snot and boogers and everything, tears everywhere, and be lying. I mean, lying worse than Satan himself, him and herself. I mean, I've seen the biggest liars, like tears, snot, and tears everywhere, looking so, I can't believe they lied. They lied on me. They set me up, and the whole time they were effing lying. So my thing is, just because you're crying at the top of your lung, or punching them in the chest, telling them to get up, or laying in the casket and get snot all over their clothes, those are the people you need to watch out for. And I've seen this personally. I literally seen a lady who pretty much seen to it that her mother died so she can be free, with the main one lying in the casket and getting snot all over her shirt at her service. So y'all better be careful. So that whole, when my family member gets shot in the head and I'm, hey, help, somebody get help. No. Your ass about to be taken to a whole nother level. So not only that, you're going to get his riches and your riches. So those tears will dry up very soon when that money kicks in. Yeah, well, y'all better be careful. This ain't the good old days like this. And hell, and like I said, don't even necessarily have to be about money. It could just, I just want to get rid of you just because you're a threat anyway. It's just something about you. I just got to get you out the way. Your energy bothers me, Some people, it don't have to be money involved for them to want to get you out the way. And and they say most of the time too, people like to see you struggling because that's where they want to see you. They're not going to help you because they want to see you in a negative state. I had a lot of, like I said, go back to family, friends, and neighbors. And when I call myself hitting hard times, they are there to watch, but they are not there to help. And if they do call, it's like going crazy. Cut this corner. Where this wind is coming from, it's so doggone windy. Yeah, but if they do call, they're going to call to make sure that you're still doing terrible. Yeah, so keep that in mind. Yeah, there's been too many cases of, I just want to update on you. I just want to check on you to make sure you're still doing terrible. And like I say, and it's not like I say again, they're not obligated to help you, but at the same time, if you have the means to help someone, and you rather sit back and watch them suffer, that speaks volumes. You need to take notes on what people are saying, doing to you, and believe what the hell they're saying and doing to you. Like I say, these people, they have the means to help you, or at least to try to help you, but no, they rather see you down, because that's where they're more comfortable when you're down. Like I say, you have a lot of friends, and that's the same way that Satan operates. You're fine as long as you're destroying your life. The second you want to clean up your life, or the second you want out, then that's where you need to be removed, or or back in the street. Yeah, a lot of times people, they don't literally, you don't think about stuff like this, and just sit back and watch. I don't want to say put anyone through the test, or just just simply ask them. But there was something called a susu. It's called a susu flower. Well, we'll say okay, everyone puts in $5. 8 people put in $5 to give the 9th person $40. So it was something like that, and it was a thing where I went around with the family and friends. So I went around with family and friends. I was just like, okay, well, do you want to join the susu? Maybe $5 or $10 more, more or less, depending on what you want to do business with. Nobody, basically, majority of people were not down with that. My thing is, okay, but you could spend $20, $30 on a pack of cigarettes, or spend $50 easy on some meth, but you can't invest $5 in you put in $5 to get back $40, today or next week. So I'm just like, wow, yeah. To me, that spoke a lot of volume. So I use that to show people's character. So you can't invest $5 or $10 into yourself, but yet you have the nerve to have these habits to where you're faithfully giving money. And again, like I say, people, they can do what they want to do with their money. But like I say, for me, I use that as a token of your character. So my thing is, anyone who did not want to participate, you are no longer in my life, and no longer in my phone. And you may call it petty, but to me, that speaks volumes. You don't have $5 to invest in yourself, but yet you're making the drug dealers rich, making the liquor stores rich, and you have the nerve to be a chain smoker, but yet you refuse to invest in yourself to get more money, so you don't even have to beg people anymore. And I think that's another thing too. If you're the type of person that's always begging, and you don't want to help yourself, yeah, that speaks volumes. Because like I say, the same people I asked, so just so you can minimize asking for money, you invest in this, and then you'll have some change. And if you keep doing it, it'll add up. I put in $100 and made $1,000 maybe 2 hours later. And like I say, it's a really good system. It just doesn't last long, because most of the time it's a riffraff involved. So yeah, this is why I say you got to get with like-minded people. Like, who the hell are you around? Yeah, but keep that in mind, and just watch out for the lurkers. If you notice you got people who just watching, they just want updates on you, don't help you, don't call you, don't do nothing, get out the